Son bölüm. Bugün bu oyunu bitirelim artık.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying
Kurdele
the tree.
muhabbetini çok merak ediyorum ben.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke.
Artık başla ya
Take as
ama
many
çok
medal
uzattın
shellings as you see
özeti.
fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Her şeyin başında bu adam var gibi görünüyor. Ah benim. Bir de bu başlangıcı çekelim. Değil mi? Hadi. Crywolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why
Aşkındandır.
you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps?
I know you did it.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I wish you had me dead to rights. I really do, for your own sake. But no, I didn't kill anyone. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes after what you did!
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Pezevenk Georgie mi?
Like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Kurban gibi.
I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
Her şey yalan gibi geliyor bana.
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
No deals. It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender. Get the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you all fixed up.
Oha ne oluyor lan? Başladık yine QQ'lara.
Over here! You're done, Wolf!
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides.
İşler çok ciddi, çok ciddi yapmamız lazım. Of iyiydi.
Oh God. This way. Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know. I know.
Ali. Böyle bir şey olacağı belli değil miydi sanki? Biraz belliydi. Ne bu? Ne oluyor lan?
Fuck! What was that?
Yanlış atlamışız bu arada araba olarak.
Take him off!
I can't.
Esten oğlum. Ha o alttaki bizim canımızmış lan herhalde. Doğru mu anlıyorum? Yoksa senaryonun bitme süresi mi?
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
Holy shit.
Kolum ağrıdı ya. Kaldırılmışım.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Don't.
Georgie insan mıydı lan? Hepsi fable bu mu insan?
Shit. Hello, Big B. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked man's the one you want. But of course,
Bağırsaklarım
you're
çıkmış
too
ondan.
much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't
fucking...
mean...
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means?
Bu kadar kolay
Either
olamaz
I
ya.
do what
Başka
he
bir şey
says
var
or I'm the
bunun
one getting
altında.
dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian!
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian! Don't! Vivian! No!
Oha.
Fuck! No, no, no, no!
Oha.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Oha.
Vivian! I didn't fucking mean it! I was just... Oh!
Pie.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
You deserve worse than this, Georgie.
Ama
I
hiçbir şey
suppose you're
yapmayacağız.
right. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends.
Kıza yazık oldu ya. Acaba diğer çarpık adamın arabasına atlasam farklı şeyler mi olacaktı?
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I can't do it, Georgie. I can't take another life.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Oğlum kız çok kötü oldu lan. Superman. Adonis. Hadi bakayım. Ay.
Still warm. He's here, all right. Of course.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Hala bir şeyim. Amık. Na. Fate değil mi lan o? Snow. Snow'a Cotton diye isim geliyor. Beauty. Anladım abi.
They used to fear you.
Ha, shift'e basınca hızlı yürüyormuş bu arada. Bunu bilmiyordum. Ve oyunun sonunda mı öğrendik bunu şu an? Ezbere shift bastım. O bahsettiği şey. Çark. Şeyin, çarpık adamın. Şey işte. Simgesi o. Oyunda hızlı yürüme varmış.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Ananı sikeyim.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on!
Bu kadını dövmeyi
Is that the
istiyoruz.
best you can do?
Abi Q'yu bastım yanlışlıkla. A basacak. Biz bu kadını dövmeyeceğiz Rezal. Ok oldu oğlum kadın. Beni izlerken de uyumazsın. Lan. Kulak 5. saatten sonra kulağım acıtmaya başlıyor ya. Hatta 6. saatten sonra. Şaka maka hiç çıkmadı ha, kulak 5 saattir falan başımda. Ya amına chat'e bakıyordum. Şimdi vaştis moruk. Haha ala. Ala. Ala.
Where are you?
Hepsine bastım.
Come out and face me!
Arkanda kanka işte. Bu neymiş ki? Cool. Oyun baştan beri gördüğüm en cool karakter. Blood'um yeri. Bastım abi. İnanılmaz bir sahne. Abi ne oluyor abi? Yeah. Üf diyorum. Koydum buna. Buz. Evet ya. Öldük. Daha sıcaklar oraya. Hadi bundan çıkar. Aha seviniyor. Kırıldı lan. Bunlar gerçek değil zaten ki ya. Oyun başladığından beri tek güzel yeri herhalde bu oyunun. Bu oyunun tek güzel bölümü. Oha o ne? Ey. Gerçek olan burada kaldı değil mi? Ne oldu lan, gülüyordun az önce. Gözüne soktu değil mi onu? Oğlum onu o kadar kolay yenemeyiz. Aa yendik. Aa, oyun bitti lan. Oğlum sen burada mısın? Oğlum yendik lan. Öldü. Mükemmeldi. Ne zamandan beri buradasın? Öyle bakarsın işte. Pişmiş kelle.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Çok
This gun
eğlenceliydi.
holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets.
Gümüş mermi.
Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will
En iyi
hit
anı
its mark,
bekleyeceğim abi.
and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. I won't miss next time.
Abi.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair
Yo,
trial.
Pamuk seni
Can we
havada
at least
karada
agree
sıkmak
on
istiyor.
that? I will have a trial.
How about I bring your corpse back to the woodlands instead?
You're not going to kill me.
You'd bet your life on that?
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
Onları sen azmettirdin ama yavşak.
All I'm asking for is a chance
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Çok güzel kısmı kaçırdın ya. Harika bir ilk kısım vardı.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
Oha, şimdi ölmemek için ayak mı yapıyor yoksa gerçekten böyle mi yani? Ben öldürmek istiyorum ama öldürmeyesin de var.
But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Yavşak işini iyi biliyor.
Isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Ben böyle bir atak yapmak istemiyorum şu an.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a
Bıraktı lan.
reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ya öldürsün bunu kurt adam.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Elindeki silah gümüş kurşun ya. Gümüş kurşun yiyince biz yaralanıyoruz. Kalbimizden yersek de ölürüz.
He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Bak yaşıyor.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the crooked man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What
do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
Güzelle çirkin de seviniyor. Paramızı ödemeyeceğiz diye, paramız cebimize kaldı diye. Yaralanıyoruz derken. Şimdi normalde bunlar hasar almıyor ya, hani kafasını kopar, kafasına balta sapla bir şey olmuyor ya hani. Ama gümüş kurşun zarar verebiliyor kurta.
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie.
Hiç mi Supernatural izlemediniz ya?
Not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people?
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
Güzel oyun bayağı ya. 40 dakika olmuş
You are
başlayalım.
charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Oylamaya falan sunulur mu ki?
Misunderstanding.
Sunursa 2 oy var
Aiding and
arkamızda.
providing monetary
Çirkin ne
support
güzel.
for the
Net
forced
bizim yanımızda
prostitution
olurlar.
at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things
Niye
correctly.
öldürmedim ki ben
No
bunu
more
ya orada?
snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Arkası dönüp koşuyormuş değil mi?
You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because
Oğlum zaman kazanıyor bu adam herhalde ya.
You understand what?
Ne oldu lan? Ne oluyor lan? Yayında değil miyim şu an ben?
Wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yayınım gitti.
What's he talking about?
Is this going somewhere?
Straight to the point, I see. You'll make a fine deputy mayor. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not.
Ama bir dakikadır
my
yayında
slaves.
görünüyorum.
They are
Yayınım
all free to
kapandı
make their
açıldı.
own
Durduk yere.
decisions, as Georgie was.
Anlamadım.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Crane muhabbetini de
What about
öğrenelim.
Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she
Oğlum
was
sen
able to make a
çıkmadın mı
living,
da?
provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow? She was helping people glamour themselves as other fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
Kralsın. Ne yiyorsun?
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
Dedim
You're
bak
all still
direkt
afraid of
yanımıza
him,
geçti.
even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have
Bu
their
adamın kendine bir
justice.
güvencesi var o yüzden burada. Bak şimdi bir güvencesi var bunun kendine. Çünkü çok rahat oğlum adam. Ölecek biraz sonra rahat yani.
But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a
Olur.
statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes. Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior.
İşte pamuğun
but I
salaklığı.
must perish
Öldürsek
This
orada.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not
Mal
order
ama
those
işte
two
kızlara bu
girls
yüzden
dead.
iş vermeyeceksin.
It simply
Hiçbir şey emanet
never
etmeyeceksin deyip
happened.
linç yiyeceğim.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
Oh, please.
Discord'dan birileri bir şeyler yazıp duruyor
We'll
bana.
deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Delileri getirdi değil mi şimdi?
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
Söyleyince övmeyecek değil mi?
Probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't
kız
say a
tek kaş
word
oldu.
about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
İyi yapmıyorlar ki.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
You're all
Ya ben şu çocuğun kolunu kopardığım için çok pişmanım. Ben onu düşman sanıyordum. Da değilmiş. Normal trollmüş yani.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
Ya salak salak konuşma
We can
ya.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Abi güzelmiş ama
How can we be
kaçabilir.
sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Ay susun be.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Sinir oldum.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Look, Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your
Ha
call.
ha ha. Kes kafasını kes. Hoş geldin kes. Çok iyi. Kes uçur kafasını. Ha ha ha ha. Ölüyor artık. Onu çok sevindim. Ne oldu lan? Ananı sikeyim. Ya biz de yanımızda götürüyoruz çocuğu. Bye bye. Here you are.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
Şov olsun biraz. Neye basıyoruz? Ben çok vahşi bir insanmış, bunu fark ettim ama hak etti yani. Lütfen.
Oh my god.
Oyun bitti mi şimdi gerçekten? Bir haftadır oynadığımız oyun bitti. Üzüldüm.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Al işte sadistler yazıyor. Çok iyi. Aklıma şu sahneyi görünce Ferit abinin anın amını muhabbeti var ya, bu geldi. Ya neden o geldi şu an benim aklıma durdu ki? Şu mal Snow niye üzülüyor? Snow salak.
Great to see you. I don't know if you remember.
Abi.
You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Herkes mutlu.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Hadi özür dilerim.
About what happened with the crooked man. I didn't...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Salak lan bu Snow.
We'll talk later, okay?
Yo. Konuşmayacağım. Tek şansım vardı. Geldi Blue Beard.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Bizim kıza yürüyor herhalde yavşak. İşte kahramanlar hep sonunda böyle üzülür.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Tipe bak, kıçına tam şaplak. Pembe pembe.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
Çükümde bile değil. Çok güzel çevirmiş.
Thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Çocuğa üzüldüm ya.
It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
Çıkarıyormuş altın dildo. Domuzun poposuna da vurmazsın Melih. Şimdi ne diyorsun sen? Vuracak başka popolar mı vurayım? Elimizde domuz var şu an.
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye. So if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
No
We
prospect.
have to go. I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Ben de üzülüyorum, çok güzel ağlıyor.
Come on.
Çok
won't
güzel
be
ağlıyor
so
ne ya, çok garip ağlıyor.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hadi kalın diyemiyor muyum şu an?
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Biz de az şerefsiz değiliz ha. İnsan kayırıyoruz. Ya ben bunları niye yolladım ya? Sonradan pişman oldum. Aha geldi bizim güzellik. Oyundaki de tüm orospu... Oyundaki tüm insanları da yürüdüm ya. Şuna sevgili yapmaya çalıştım. Bu da güzel ama.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Güzellik
okay?
mi? Güzel dedim, güzellik
Listen,
demedim.
I came here because
Güzellik mi
I
dedim?
have to tell
Güzel
you
dedim oğlum.
something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay?
Yanlış demişim,
I
güzellik diye
thought if I
aldım
came clean to
alışkanlığı.
Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were...
Abi kafayı yiyeceğim. Olaya bak. Ben dedim bak başka bir şeyler var dedim altında. Bu Fate'le Lily'yi öttüğü için öldü onlar. Abi ya salak karı ya.
Tell me anything else.
I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason.
Kafayı yersin.
And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Nasıl ya, ne oluyor?
I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Neyse olan oldu da geç.
It's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after.
Bunun yüzünden ölmüş lan Fate'le Lily.
I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Sonra da gittin Fate'in kafasını kapısına bıraktın. Kafayı yersin.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade.
Her şeyi mahvetmiş. Abi tut çeneni. Neden böyle yaptın yavrum ya?
Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore.
I promise.
Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left fate at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Şimdi bir dönüyor kırmızı gözler. Ay, yok yemedi.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
Şimdi her şeyin başı bu kız çıkıyor değil mi? Bekle.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Kafayı yersin. İnanmıyorum ya. Kafayı yersin ya. Bugün bir çizgi roman.